Alright, hi everybody, it is Bonkai922, Danganronpa. Wow! Wow! Yo! Danganronpa. Wow. This was special. Now I missed episode 10, I watched episode 10. Nothing really to report at too much in episode 10. Episode 10 was pretty much just and I'm just going to briefly just say afterthoughts on this first before I get into episode 11. Episode 10 was pretty much, okay, they were, we had Togami and everyone was, he was suspected of Kyoko and all that bit. And they found the body of the 16th student and all that jazz. I thought that was done very well. I really liked how they did that episode. It was pretty good. I'd give that a 4 out of 5. And the reason why I give that 4 out of 5 is because this episode 11, was just way too much. Just, oh boy. But it was good. And obviously in episode 10, we saw the ramifications of a body being found. It was the 16th student. And so on and so forth. Now, episode 11. Yo, that was sick. Oh man, Panto 12. Listen, man. I got a little upset. I was like, holy shit, you're gonna kill him now, Makoto. I was like, no way. And then, at the last moment, alter ego, and I was like, wow. Alter ego shows up, saves Makoto, and I was like, oh my god. But this was an interesting episode of episode 11 of Danganronpa. He was being a douche, Zetsu Bear, but this pretty much, also in episode 10 I should mention, we had the whole thing with Sakura, that she would unlock, the principal door so they can go in there and see stuff and what have you. But pretty much this episode was just insane. They had a trial and they were accusing Kyoko, and this was good on many levels. See, what was so ridiculous was they had nothing to say, oh, this is the culprit, so they still passed a judgment on Makoto. I was like, yo, man, what's going on? That was crazy. And I had a feeling Kyoko, the way you look at her character in this episode, you look at her demeanor, it wasn't someone who was selling Makoto down the river, But it was just so ridiculous because they had nothing. They had nothing to go on. The only thing they had to go on was the stuff they found in Kyoko's room. And that was far in between. And they just, it was so crazy. Basically, and Panto 12 was telling me, yeah, it's the same thing with Sayaka. But the only difference between Sayaka and here is that Kyoko actually, she, truth be told, wasn't really selling them up the river. Yeah. But this was pretty crazy. And basically what ended up happening, like I said before, they had the trial. And basically, Kyoko was adamant of saying, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. And she says, if you kill me, the mysteries of the school will not be solved. That's basically what she said. Zetsube was being a douche in this episode. Fucking hate that motherfucker. And he's guilty supposedly, and that's when the execution is basically this stamping thing that's coming after Makoto, but at the last moment, alter ego jumps in, and I should say, saves him, and he gets sent to the down to the trash, the disposal of the trash, which is where all the trash collects and everything, all that jazz. And while down there, he doesn't see anything, and he sees Kyoko there. And then she explains to him pretty much what occurred was that the mastermind behind this situation was in a corner, and she was trying to put the blame on Kyoko and kill her off because of the things that she found out. But instead, when it was Makoto who was the one, saying about the trial and it was wrong, he found he was being a nuisance and take him out instead. So the real person who was supposed to die was Makoto. He was the one who was supposed to be the victim. So that was the explanation there. And basically what ends on happening is, Zetsu Bear has a talk, because they get out of the trash, Kyoko and Makoto. And it's realized that the principal is Kyoko's father. So that was everything that happened. And they confront him in the gym. And saying, he's like, he's pissed off. He's just supposed to be dead, Zetsu Bear. Get the fuck out of here, Zetsu Bear. Hey, go in the woods. Go eat some honey and nuts and dog shit. But anyway, and he was upset about that. But then they decide, Kyoko's just telling him to do it fair and square instead of that bullshit trial that we just had. And pretty much, this is the end-all, be-all class trial. Pretty much what's going to go down. You're going to have another trial on who killed the 16th student. But that's not all. See, there's that to find out who actually did it, and to solve all the mysteries of the school as well. All the mysteries. And if they solve it, they win the whole thing. Everyone can, pretty much, I guess, leave the school. Everyone will survive, which is pretty interesting, to say the least. Now, of course, if they don't, everyone will be executed. And that's the whole bit. Togami, I didn't really hate him in... Yeah, I know that's surprising for me. I hate this motherfucker, But for some reason, episode 11, he was pulling the blood. Because, you see, it was weird because Togami was putting more of the blame on Kyoko than on Makoto. I found that very interesting. But that scene had me dying. I was like, Kyoko, what are you doing? No! Don't put the blame on Kyoko. I wasn't liking that at all. Bitch, step off. But this was a great episode, 5 and 5. This episode next week, man. Oh shit, that's gonna be awesome. People, it is gonna be bona fide. I don't think anyone's ready for it. To be honest with you, it's gonna be awesome. I will mention this one thing. I did take a spoiler peek at, because people, I guess, upload gameplay of the game, and I did take a little peek of it, of this final class trial. I didn't see the whole thing. I just seen part of it. It's very detailed. It is very detailed. It's going to be awesome. This is going to be an awesome final episode. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the final episode of Danganronpa for next week. So yeah, look forward to it, people. This is going to be bona fide. Awesome. And we're going to get the whole spiel, the whole thing. And I think if this anime does well enough, we'll get a second season. I think so. I think the way it's going, yeah, it's close to being a second season. Because I know there's another game of Danganronpa that's out, supposedly. So, it isn't that hard to figure out to say that they can't do another one, So yeah. But yeah, that's the story, people. Bankai 922. Oh man, Kyoko. She was like, came to save him, and I was like, she had my doubts on her. I had my doubts. I thought she really wanted to kill Makoto there, but then she came through and saved him. So that was pretty good. But yeah, like one more episode, people. Get your shit together. This is gonna end pretty high octane. By my counts, I believe. Nothing else to report. I finalized the third and final part of my anime collection. But yeah, that'll probably upload it on Sunday or so. I don't know. I have no time frame for that though. But yeah, that's the story there. And if anyone's wondering, Legend of Korra, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh no, that came out. Yeah, that came out. I might do a first impressions, or I'm just gonna. It's not gonna be like. It's gonna be afterthoughts. Just afterthoughts. Yeah, I might do. We'll see. But yeah, that's the story, people. Bankai 922. See you guys later. Final episode next week. Yo, get hyped. Get hyped like a motherfucker. Just get hyped. Get hyped. Because next week it goes down. Yo, time to solve all the mysteries. Time to nail the mastermind. It's time to tell Zetsu Bear, hey, Zetsu called you. He wants you back in Konoha. I went there. Yeah, Zetsu Bear is a dick. And he doesn't belong in Danganronpa. He belongs in the Naruto-verse. Go see Zetsu. He wants his bear back. Yo, let's go. Okay, that's the story. I'm Bankai 922. And I'll see you guys later. Kyoko's still my girl. Still my girl. Peace.